Hello everyone and welcome to Magic and Musings. My name is Candice, and if you're brand new here or if you've been hanging around with me for a little bit, then welcome here or welcome back. This is pretty much just a space where we have conversations and contemplations about unraveling from mind, integrating shadow, and cultivating self-awareness through the lens of tarot and somatics, or it's just a fancier way of saying nervous system regulation, and also self-enquiry. So going within and discovering who we are at the core. So let's open up the space. We'll go into just a little bit of a somatic practice, just to open up and to see what energies we're working with, what's happening in the collective, what we can kind of speak to and reflect on. Just witnessing some energy come through already. So yeah, let's open up the space. So if you feel comfortable to shut your eyes, the invitation is there. You don't have to. This part is just to kind of hold space for yourself and pause and really just give yourself the time and the space to check in with yourself, which is not something that we usually do in society, right? We're usually operating from very a fast-paced mentality. So if your eyes are shut, just taking some deep breaths. And just witnessing everything. Not necessarily with the intention of fixing, unless you're really uncomfortable or you just want to soften a little in the body or in the mind, however you relate to that phrase at this point in time. But it's just about bringing awareness into the now. I'm hearing the word perspective, like that seems to be the theme over the last month or so. Perspective. But for now, we're just taking a pause, a moment to check in with how we're feeling, what's going on. Just listening to the body even. Even though we're not the body, it can inform as to what is happening that we might not be aware of consciously. And there's a sensation of like heart. The heart is beating really. I can't actually explain it. There's just a witnessing of the heartbeat. I don't feel like it's an irregular or any type of thing. I mean, I did go to gym this morning, but there's just an attention being pulled, an awareness being pulled to the heart and the heartbeat. So just breathing through that. Let's take one more deep belly breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth, or however you feel comfortable to express that. And when you're ready, just slowly opening up the eyes if you've got it shut, or just bringing your awareness back to the screen or to my voice or whatever resonates. Yeah, very curious. So there's a sense of dizziness towards the end. So it'll be interesting to see what comes through the cards. I might just make a note of that in case, 'cause do make sure that you watch the entire video, even if it's in a broken up sense, like, because usually these videos go for about an hour. So even if you watch a little bit now and a little bit later, because sometimes things that are said in the beginning makes more sense towards the end. So hot. Yeah, this energy that's hanging around. I'm not quite sure what to make of it. So if you are new to this space, you'll see me regulating a lot. Most of the time it's just through breath. Occasionally I'll bring some other things in. I just want to make sure that my settings are on. Hold on. Not quite sure what I did there. I thought I could pause, but anyway, doesn't matter. So yeah, just had to turn my phone on, what do you call it? Not silent mode. Do not disturb, because I just got a notification. So there might be a lot going on in terms of getting messages from people, getting calls from people, getting there's this, yeah, it's interesting that's happened, because there's a sense that things are going to be not volatile, but things are going to be moving very, very quickly. Energetically, it has been. I don't know if many people are sensing that or picking that up. I feel like most people are, which is creating some kind of confusion. But there's a lot of things that are going to be shifting very, very quickly. And if there's no practice to ground yourself, it may cause a lot of different types of feelings and emotions and thoughts. I'm just witnessing like a fogginess in front of me, so that might be where the dizziness is coming in as well. If there's no grounding, then whatever's happening energetically and on a frequency level, and then manifesting into the, you know, this 3D illusion version that we perceive with the senses, there might be a lot of confusion, feeling dizzy, disorientated. So do make sure, whenever it is that you see this, that you really, really make sure that you are grounding yourself in some kind of practice that allows you to reconnect with who you are at a deeper level, that allows you to check in with yourself, that allows you just that space, that stillness to be able to process things. I'm getting slowing down because I'm feeling within myself. There's a attention being pulled to the sacral chakra. So yeah, just really, really, really slowing down as much as is possible anyway. I'm just going to note that down, sacral. So the color orange, oh no, wait, yep, color orange might be significant, but interesting enough, like when we have the lights, you know, the traffic lights, the color orange is synonymous with slowing down. So that's very, very interesting. So yeah, just making sure that we are, as things are moving forward very, very quickly, to make sure that you retract some of that energy and really slow down. Whether it's your speech, whether it's the things that you do, how you engage with people, how you engage with just this experience overall, there's a need to slow the F down. Okay, let's see what the cards are telling us. Which ones do we want? today. I'm going to go with the color cards because even though I haven't really used them in a long time, I'm just getting the sense to pull some color cards and see what's going on there. So this is the Secret Language of Color deck by Ina Segal. What do we need to see, whoever's watching this video, what is going on in the collective? For some, attracting a relationship. Rose. This could be speaking of union as well. Reunion, union, reconciliation. I knew this card was going to come up. So I saw this during the shuffle and it's just come up again. Pink, let love in. What were those two? So this doesn't necessarily have to be about love. It could be about, well, love in the sense of a romantic partnership. It could speak to just union and unity and relationships and connections in general. I do feel that for a vast majority, this is about love at the moment. I haven't done the Sagittarius season video yet, but it is officially Sagittarius season, fire sign. So there may be some, you know, a lot of people in their feels, whether it is romantic or otherwise, because this is a bit of a fiery time, but not in a negative sense. I don't feel negative or positive. It's all concept, isn't it? So a curious thing as well is the pink card is 25 and the rose is number 26. So this feels like if you are wanting to bring in a type of relationship, then there's a sense of like allowing that to happen as well, like being very receptive to love and not, I'm getting not, people have this idea about what manifestation is, right? Like you put out what you want to manifest, you put out your desires, and that's exactly how it's going to happen. I'm not poo-pooing that theory at all, because it's in a roundabout way. The way I learned about manifestation is through a process that I was taught when I was in uni. And through that process, very shortly, I met my husband. And it's been like 20 something years. So I'm not poo-pooing manifestation, but what needs to happen with things that we want to bring into our lives is for the most part surrendering. It's just letting go of our expectations and how we perceive it's going to come in, if that makes sense. Because when I went through that process, all I did was I wrote some stuff down. I had it in my wallet. I looked at it occasionally, but for the most part, I just let it go because, well, I didn't really believe in it at that point. But it's about the letting go, and not because even though I wrote, so a dear old friend showed me how to do this, and I'd written all these things down, like a whole bunch of things about what I wanted in a partner. And I guess about 90%, 85 to 90% of the things that I wrote on that list had manifested. But had I got exactly what it is that I quote unquote wanted, if you're listening to this on the podcast, I would not have the person that I have in my life right now. So there is a need to release any kind of expectations of what that's supposed to look like, when it's supposed to happen. Like I do feel there's a lot of misconception around manifesting, because there's also the idea or the notion that what is for you will never pass you by. So there needs to be kind of like this relaxed attitude with that. So if you are someone that is looking for a kind of relationship or wanting a deeper connection, I would say from personal experience, focus on you first. No one wants to hear that, right? No one wants to hear work on yourself, heal yourself, because when you are in that state of surrender and you're working on your shit, you're opening yourself up to receiving something better than what you expected, if that makes sense. So, you know, whatever that looks like for you, whatever it is that you feel you can work on within yourself, inquire on, that there's an opportunity to do that. So I'm not saying that's the case for everybody, but those are the cards. So to be able to attract a relationship, number 26, you need to let love in, number 25. So, and that can be just healing your relationship with yourself and the people around you. What else do we want? I'm just witnessing that those feelings again. It's it's a little uncomfortable, like in the sense that it's not my energy. It's this feeling of anxiousness, if I'm going to be honest. There's some sort of anxiety around this. Tell us more. What do we need to see? I'm seeing the guides card pop out a few times here. So this is about, you know, either guidance, like being aware of intuition, being aware of, well, essentially it's sense perception, but also being aware of people around you and things that are, you know, maybe a support system. What else is going on here? What do we need to see? Yeah, and I mean, Sagittarius energy is, as I said, it's the fire sign. So fire signs are about love and passion, and they're symbolized by red, right? I'm going to pull cards intuitively. I'm not just pulling whatever I'm seeing or whatever falls out. Divine Feminine, one half of the... I've got spiritual cleansing and lucky. I don't know. I don't want to keep those. Show me what I need to see. or show us what we need to reflect on. One more. Yeah, all right. One more. And death, another red card. So could be dealing with fire and water energy, or fire and air energy. I'm thinking more air because of the color. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. So, I mean, when death shows up, people usually tend to, it causes some kind of reaction in people, but it's the death of ideas. It's the death of a way of being that is not in service to you. It's like in the tarot, it's death and rebirth. So it's the ending of a cycle, or ending of something that is no longer in alignment with how you need to move forward. So and then again, the divine feminine is this energy of letting love in, of so it's irrespective of gender. It's a softening, it's a allowing, it's a letting in, it's a receiving. And again, so there seems to be like a back-to-back or flow-on type effect, because I've got number 6 and number 7. And then with the other cards, I got 25 and 26. So I'm not sure what this is about, but it seems to be like something is moving forward almost. Like moving up a notch, or moving to the next level, or something like that. That kind of energy. And I do feel with the guides card here, there's like a support system somehow, whether that's within your community, within your friendships, within a partnership or family, or not in physical form, you know, support that's not necessarily in physical form. I might read some of that card, number 7. So number 7 in the tarot is a number of reflection. And then, of course, it's lucky. So that did come out before. I didn't want to keep it. Didn't feel like that needed to be kept. So yeah, I mean, this could speak of some type of protection as well, whether that is on the non-physical form, like not the tangible form. There's some sort of support system that you may not physically be able to perceive. So yeah, we're talking about like ancestors, or so everything's made up of energy. The body, this body that you can see speaking to you, is energy. It's just a very, very dense energy. So you know, when people pass over, they're still it's just the body that leaves us. It's not the frequency, it's not the energy. So you may be supported in a way that you might not necessarily be able to physically perceive. I am also getting water with this, so you could either be an air sign or water sign, or dealing with someone of that sign, and also a lot of fire energy here. So Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. So fire and water or air, which is interesting because planetary in terms of the planetary aspects, that's kind of what we're moving towards. We're moving towards fire and air energy. We've been in earth, water energy for a while, so we're moving towards fire, air energy, with Pluto going into Aquarius. And Pluto is also death and rebirth. So yeah, expect some changes. Could be in regards to relationships. I do feel for some of the collective, their relationships will be questioned. Their connections will be questioned. Let's keep going. Let's just keep pulling some cards and seeing what's going on. Getting more specific. So something is ending, whether this is a relationship or whether, I don't really get that vibe. It may have been a past connection that's not holding you back, but I guess we'll get clarity with the tarot. That is just no longer serving you. So you might be leaving some kind of relationship or connection behind. There might be a butting of heads or a bit of conflict there, or just not seeing eye to eye on something. And there's kind of no give. There's very like a stubborn type of energy. What do you need to see? Forgiveness. I'm hearing Cancerian energy here with the 96. So this could be Cancer, dealing with a Cancer. Again, water sign. Anything else? There's also this thing about forgiveness. People have this interesting idea. I mean, this is what we were taught, right? We've got number 22, intuition. About forgiveness, that, you know, forgive and forget. That's not, I don't know, that's not my understanding of forgiveness. It's basically reconciling something within yourself, and it's more for yourself than it is for the other person. Let's get one more. Tell us more about this situation. We've got karmic completion. So I did say that with the death card. Something's ending up, and it's possibly to do with something in your environment. So perhaps a like a moving of house. I might read that one and see what it says. Because, you know, this is going to talk, so this could be earth energy. We were talking about that as well. So this is more to do with actual environmental awareness. So, you know, perhaps this could be affecting you in terms of the community. or perhaps you're involved in environmental issues. It also speaks of earth energy and also needing to ground, because these ones came out together. So there may be a need to ground your energy with whatever it is that's ending. But let's pull some tarot, because I'm getting really curious here. I'm just noticing that I'm getting really mellow. Really mellow. Mellowing the fug out. And I almost feel like I want to go to sleep. Like, is someone... This might be whatever this is that's ending or completing itself, or whatever, yeah, is going through a death rebirth, might have been taking a physical toll on you. Like a physical, mental, emotional toll. Whether this is a previous partnership or friendship. And I'm yawning. Yeah, so this could have really just depleted your energy. Which is why I feel this is coming out. There's this need to even maybe get out into nature and recharge yourself. Or green is the color of healing as well. So whatever you need to do to recharge and to, like, I'm hearing come into union with yourself, grounding your energy. Yeah, it's just like this, the energy just went I might burn some more incense. Yeah, that's finished. Just give me a moment. So, you know, maybe I should have kept those, the spiritual cleansing card and the luck card. You know, if you do have practices like burning incense and saging and all of that, maybe that is required for some. Or having like some kind of crystal, whatever you're into. There is a sense of like needing to protect your energy. With boundaries. I did actually want to say that before, but it wasn't said, so I'm saying it now. I did see that protection card, but it was during the shuffle. Yeah, do you notice this? Do you notice this? My energy is just like going. Okay. Let's get some tarot. See what else is going on. Maybe get some specifics. Some of you may need to rest as well, like actually rest, catch up on sleep, or just, yeah, resting the body big time. All right, tell us about the current energy. I'm hearing that song, Runaway. I think it's Why do I want to say the cranberries? I don't think it's the cranberries, or is it? Is it the cause? Don't have my iPad here. I could have looked up the lyrics. So runaway, I'm pretty sure it's the cause. For some reason, cranberries came out. Let's get 2 more on current energy. Yeah, there's just a need to be like walking away from something, running away from something. Here. Got Knight of Swords in the reverse, 5 of Swords in the upright, and Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we've got 7 of Wands. So this is what I was talking about boundaries, about protecting your energy. There's almost a sense of competitiveness here with the 5 of Swords. Perhaps you're in a space where I'm interested to know why these are in the current energy, especially with regards to the other cards. So you might be in the limelight or in a space of leadership with the Queen of Wands here. You might be in the public eye or doing something where I'm hearing like Leo energy, where you're expressing, you're very self-expressive, or you're just able to hold your own. You're very passionate, enthusiastic, but there is a need to have boundaries. There's also with the Knight of Swords here in the reverse. So this is all air and fire energy here, which is interesting. This feeling of I don't know why I'm getting the sense of things not being revealed, things not being spoken to out in the open. But there's some I'm just going to take a moment here. There's a sense here with this, I'm hearing that song again, either running away from something, like just like bypassing some type of, whether it's a mindset or bypassing some type of process to get to a certain point, to get to this point where you're showing up as a particular way, like showing up as this leader. But there's a bypassing here. There's not a I'm going to get some clarification on this as well. It's like a need to either rush through this or delay it at all costs. So perhaps whatever it is that is needing to end here, there's this energy of wanting to move through it very swiftly. Like as in bypassing processes like healing and going through your shadow work and doing the self-work that's required to release any kind of projection or patterning or programming I'm hearing. Yeah, there's just a need to like skip to the next level without doing all the hard work. And we all know how that ends, right? For the most part, people understand that you have to do the shadow work. You have to, you know, whatever that looks like, whether it's communicating with certain people, whether it's putting down your boundaries, whether it's eliminating anything that kind of like disturbs your peace, any conflict, or working through the conflict. Okay, give some clarity on the Knight of Swords here. Queen of Cups in the reverse. So this is going against your intuition. This is not, so there's this energy of not listening to your guides, not listening to any kind of communication that is trying to help you. This is not leaning into a space of receiving. It's like blocking yourself. Queen of Cups is water energy as well. So either you're blocking your emotions or you're blocking, like bypassing your emotions, bypassing conversations that will elicit or trigger some kind of emotion. Mentally, it's like this energy of just wanting to check out of it. Not gonna help. Not gonna help, because what happens if people start bypassing any healing that needs to happen, or they don't take any accountability for their part of a situation. And I'm so big on shadow work. I, don't really talk about it much because people don't want to take accountability for themselves. And I'm saying this is what is required. In order to create change, you need to create change within yourself first, because it's not to say that things will never be challenging, but what happens when you start reconciling things within yourself is it doesn't affect you as much as it used to. Like you could have been in the same type of conflicting situation or the same kind of scenario, and it just doesn't, it's like water off a duck's back. It doesn't affect you. It doesn't eat into your peace. And that's what we want, right? We want peace of mind. Like, let's keep shit real and be honest about what we actually want. Most of the time, at the basic level, is peace of mind. Yeah, it's just this need to breathe, to slow down. And what slowing down does is it helps you navigate that. I don't know if you're seeing all the smokiness on the camera, maybe a little bit. Anyway, it's cleansing the camera too. Man, peace of mind is it. That's the goal. That is the fucking standard. So when people are doing things like bypassing their healing, it's just going to keep repeating itself. And this is timeless, but if you're watching this when it's posted, like it's the 26th of the 11th, we are in actually retrograde season. So this is going to be an opportunity. There are things that may come up that need to be healed before this can happen. Before we can truly, and whether that's a connection, a romantic connection, whether it's the relationship you have with yourself, or whether it's a friendship, the same thing applies. King of Cups, same thing. So this might be, you know, people either not showing up as themselves. You might be dealing with multiple different people here. I'm seeing four people. Doesn't have to be. But it's like people don't want to there's this sense of like shutting yourself down, as in shutting down, like not wanting to see things for what they are. With the King of Cups and Queen of Cups here, you could be dealing with a couple. Or perhaps there's like a third party situation going on here. Not necessarily romantic, just as in some kind of triad or some kind of triangle of he said, she said, blah, 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 that kind of thing. And at least, well, actually there are 3 individuals here with their eyes closed, like not wanting to see things for what they are. So yeah, there's some kind of bypassing for sure that's happening here. That's about 5. For some, I've just asked about the 5 of Swords. There's also now this like purging happening, this releasing. When this happens to the body, this speaks of like things releasing energy, or purging, or speaking up, or letting go of things. And I'm assuming it's about burdens, letting go of burdens or mindset, or letting go of perceived burdens, with the 10 of Wands here and the 6 of Cups. And this could be something that has been like a replaying in your mind for a very, very long time, with the 6 of Cups here. Like something that perhaps you picked up when you were younger, or something that has been going on for a damn minute. Like some kind of conflict that's been going on for a while. Okay, let's have a look at the obstacles, because we've kind of got a gist of what's going on in the current. So there's possibly wanting to attract something, or bring something into your experience. There's something that's closing out, but we're also being very, very avoidy with beliefs, mindsets. Perhaps you've adopted some kind of belief about relationships that needs to be released. Something that's created, you know, somewhat of a struggle for you, somewhat of a burden, where it's like, okay, say for example, you're in a relationship, you go through this experience with someone and they break your heart, for example, and then what happens from that is you keep carrying that belief throughout your next relationships, that you're going to get your heart broken, or someone's going to be deceptive or something like that. So there's this like carry on effect of belief systems. If it's not a relationship, it's family beliefs, right? Things that we carry on from childhood that can be then taken into adulthood. So there's some kind of reflection that needs to happen in that space. Because we can't control what other people do. We can only, I'm going to use quote marks, control ourselves, as in how we respond to things, how we react to things, how we allow things to affect us. All right, let's get some, and I don't know why I want to shuffle again, but let's go. And not running away from things that are difficult. Like sometimes we need to have those tough conversations to actually heal situations or relationships, or, you know, we actually need to be in that space of just feeling some stuff move through. So I'm just allowing it to move through. There's this sense of like hunger for something, you know, like whether it's change, whether it's passion, whether it's a relationship. But there's, I guess when I pull out the obstacles, man, something's going on here. Like the energy is dropping big time. I'm just going to ground my feet on the ground. Yeah, I feel like things are really slowing down. Like even my speech is becoming really slurred. There's also this energy of not like being very much over this, not wanting to deal with this, being very avoidant. So a shift of energy is needed. So I might actually do that. Like you can do these exercises, these practices to shift your energy, whether it's movement, dancing, shaking. This is a somatic practice. Just moving the body. So, you know, maybe you don't need down regulation, which is things like grounding and slowing down, meditation. Maybe you need some up regulation to shift that energy. All right, what are the obstacles? This is very heavy, my friend. If you're going through this, whew. Yeah, there's a need to really take care of yourself. Really, really take care of yourself. This energy is freaking intense. So please, please, please make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're giving yourself the time and the space needed. Because if you hold on to whatever this is, it's going to manifest physically. You're going to feel it. It's going to make you feel unwell. You're going to feel disorientated and cloggy. Yeah, this feeling of being clogged up. As in, like, holding onto this shit to the point where you need to release it. So maybe you're holding on to a lot of stuff, maybe from the past. I've just seen 8 of Cups in the obstacles. So this is maybe even not wanting to walk away from certain situations that don't align with you. I'm going to take a moment here. This energy is whack. So we've got, in the obstacles, we've got the 8 of Cups. And we've also got the Ace of Cups, which is an interesting combination here. So there is a need to self-nurture. There is a need to self-nurture and make sure that you are taking care of yourself, but also, as I said before, not holding on to things, not repressing any emotions. Whatever this is, this needs to be worked through. It needs to be processed properly, because I'm getting the sense that this is taking a toll physically, massively. Oops. Yeah, it's taking a massive physical toll. So there needs to be some kind of outlet, whether it's through speaking to someone, through seeking professional guidance, support. Maybe that's why the guidance cards here is seeking out that support. If you don't feel like you're getting it, maybe getting a health checkup as well. Because whatever this is in the body, it's feeling highly intense. So, for some, you might be feeling that this is a health issue, but it's actually not. It's an emotional issue. It's a mental issue that's manifesting physically in the body, to the point where you might feel incapacitated or just completely like out of it. Because if I'm feeling this and this is what you're going through, mate, it's intense. It is intense. So yeah, please do not avoid this, whatever this is, any shadow work with the 8 of Cups here in reverse. Do not avoid this. It needs to be dealt with. All right. I don't think that needs any more explanation. It's pretty self-explanatory. Tell us about moving forward. What do we need? What do we need to hear? What do we need to do? Other than what's already been expressed. So basically opening, working through your shadow, letting your guard down, the sun, finding joy, being joyful. Sorry, that was my alarm that cut off that video. And there's also a lot of releasing here. So releasing a lot of shit, like releasing some things that are some mindsets that are holding you back from experiencing being happy and content. Leo energy here. There's also, for some, you could express yourself in doing some things you used to do as a kid, like getting back into that childlike state of having fun. And, you know, if you're not doing practices like regulating, doing stuff like playing sport, or doing things that are fun, that bring you joy. It's part of the process. It's like, it's not, doesn't shadow work doesn't have to be intense. And even though it is, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, right? There's always the sun. Now I'm hearing that. Here comes the sun. Not sure. Is that a Beatles song? I'm not sure. Let's get one more for the guidance. So yeah, maybe get into Leo mode, you know, get playful, and maybe even hang out with your children if you've got kids or nieces or nephews. Two of Cups, the Tower, the Hierophant. This is about learning. Like, you may need to, you know, step away from things that are traditional. You know, maybe it's some type of traditional experience or mindsets that are holding you back. Two of Cups, Tower. Coming into union with yourself. Coming into union with others. Things are ending. Things are happening very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. All right, let's get a healing card or two and leave it there, because I need to shift this energy. It is intense, my friends. You know, some of you might be going through some kind of sudden awakening, some type of realization about this, either about this union, or a union, a relationship, friendship, and just being more receptive. But that shadow work is integral to bringing in that kind of union where, and that's Gemini energy, like a reciprocal, or getting yin and yang. Okay, what do we need to know for this collective? Amplifying abundance. Abundance is my birthright. I receive it now. Abundance looks different to everybody, right? For some it might be financial. For some it might be love, and having a partnership that grows with you and empowers you and is reciprocal. It's a lot of reciprocity, reciprocal kind of energy in this. Acknowledging apprehension. When it's a yes, nothing can stop me. When I'm unsure, it's always a no. This card, I don't necessarily agree with. But anyway, you take that how it resonates for you. Let's get one more. Demystifying the darkness. My shadow shows me where my love needs to be sent. And also, let's get one more. Why not? Unhooking the past. There's nothing to regret when I learn from my past. All right, my friends, I'm going to leave it there because damn. Damn. That was a bit hectic. other than that, let me know in the comments if this made any kind of sense to you. Let me know if this is you're going through this. If you don't want to comment, I will have my email at the bottom so you can email me. Other than that, my friends, take care of yourselves. Ground your energy, especially now with Pluto going into Aquarius and being retrograde. Chill out as much as you can. Regulate your nervous system. All right, I will leave it there. But thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate your energy and your time. And if this did resonate, please do subscribe so that you get more of these kinds of messages. I try to keep shit real as much as possible. So yeah, if you are okay with, you know, taking accountability and doing your shadow work, then this is the space for you. Anywho, I'm gonna go now. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep blabbing on. Bye.